Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive on keeping your pets happy and healthy right here in Green Bay.
Yeah. You know, Green Bay is an awesome city for people,
Right.
but it's also important to think about how it impacts our pets.
That's right. So we did some research
Got some insights from local vets.
and we're excited to share what we found.
One thing that really stood out to me is how much Green Bay vets focus on preventative care.
Preventative care.
Yeah. Like they're really proactive about keeping pets healthy
Mm.
instead of just reacting to problems.
Oh, I see. So it's not just about taking your pet for their yearly checkup.
Right, exactly. It's more about understanding the unique challenges.
Challenges like what?
Well, think about our winters. Frostbite is a real concern for pets here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then in the summer, ticks are a huge problem.
Oh, I hate ticks.
So Green Bay vets are really tuned into these kinds of things.
They're like local experts, I guess.
Exactly. They know what to look out for and how to prevent problems before they even start.
Makes sense. They've probably seen it all.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Like for frostbite, they might recommend specific paw balms to protect your dog's paws from the salt on the sidewalks.
Oh, that's smart.
And for ticks, they'll know the best prevention strategies based on the types of ticks we have here in Green Bay.
Wow, so it's not just one size fits all advice?
Nope, it's all tailored to Green Bay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's not just about physical health either.
What do you mean?
Green Bay vets also understand how things like seasonal affective disorder can impact pets.
Really? Pets can get SA too.
Yeah, those long winters can be tough on them.
Never thought about that.
So they might suggest things like light therapy or even just making sure your pet gets enough exercise during the winter months.
Interesting. So preventative care is really about being proactive and understanding your pet's needs in this specific environment.
Exactly. It's like having a local guide for your pet's health.
Love that analogy. Now, speaking of those checkups,
Oh, yeah.
one thing that struck me was how much emphasis Green Bay vets put on early detection.
Oh, absolutely. They're really good at spotting subtle signs that something might be wrong.
Like what?
Well, things like dental problems or even small changes in weight that could indicate a bigger issue.
Makes sense. Catch it early, and you can often prevent a bigger problem down the road.
Exactly. It's just like taking your car for regular maintenance. You don't wait for it to break down to get it checked out.
Right. Good point.
And this is especially important for senior pets. As they get older,
Yeah.
those early signs can be even more critical.
So it's kind of like keeping a close eye on your aging parents. You start noticing things that others might miss.
Exactly. And those observations can be key to getting them the help they need.
I guess early detection is about adding life to their years, not just years to their life.
Absolutely. And Green Bay vets seem to be really good at that.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
But, beyond all the medical stuff,
Mm-hmm.
one thing that really resonated with me was the emphasis on building a strong relationship with your vet.
Oh, for sure. That's so important.
It's not just about finding someone who's qualified.
Right.
It's about finding a vet who you trust
Yeah.
and who really understands your pet.
It's about good communication, feeling comfortable asking questions, and knowing that your concerns are being heard.
It's almost like dating, in a way.
Yeah.
You're looking for that perfect match.
That's a good way to put it.
But seriously, when you find that vet,
Yeah,
it's like striking gold. You have a partner in your pet's health.
definitely. Someone you can trust to guide you through all the ups and downs of pet ownership.
And that peace of mind is priceless.
Absolutely. And, speaking of peace of mind, we can't forget about emergency preparedness.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You never want to think about it.
No, but accidents do happen.
Right.
And knowing what to do in those situations can really make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what kind of things should we be thinking about?
Well, first off, having a plan is key.
Okay, a plan.
Like, knowing where your nearest emergency vet is,
Right.
having their phone number saved somewhere easily accessible,
Got it.
and even putting together a pet first aid kit.
Oh, that's a good idea. I have one for myself, but I never thought about one for my dog.
Yeah, it's easy to overlook,
Let's
but
go.
it's just as important for them as it is for us.
So what kind of stuff goes in a pet first aid kit?
Well, basic things like gauze bandages, antiseptic wipes,
Okay.
maybe some tweezers for removing ticks,
Makes it.
and a copy of your pet's vaccination record.
Oh, right. Good call.
It's all about being prepared.
Definitely. And I guess it's not just about physical injuries either.
No, you're right. Sometimes it's about emotional well-being, too.
Like how so?
Well, think about our winters again. Those long, dark days can be hard on pets just like they can be hard on people.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's important to watch for signs of seasonal affective disorder in your pet.
Signs like what?
Things like changes in their sleep patterns, decreased appetite,
Okay.
or just a general lack of energy.
Gotcha.
If you notice any of these things, it's worth talking to your vet.
Yeah, they could probably offer some advice on how to help.
Absolutely. They might suggest things like increasing your pet's exposure to natural light
Interesting.
or providing them with more mental stimulation during those indoor months.
So it's really about paying attention to their behavior and being in tune with their needs.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that they have emotional needs too.
And speaking of being in tune with their needs, I found it fascinating how much emphasis Green Bay vets put on understanding local risks when it comes to vaccinations.
Oh, yeah, that's huge. They have this incredible knowledge of the specific things that can impact pets' health here in Green Bay.
It's like they have this insider information about our climate, our wildlife, even the common allergens in the area.
Right. And they take all of that into account when creating a vaccination plan for your pet.
So it's not just about following some generic schedule.
It's totally customized to the Green Bay lifestyle.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So like Lyme disease, for example.
Exactly. That's a big one here because of the ticks.
Right. So they might recommend a Lyme vaccine even if it's not typically given in other areas.
Exactly. Or they might adjust the timing of certain vaccinations based on the local mosquito season.
Wow. It's like they're constantly adapting to the environment.
That's right. It's all about being proactive and strategic.
And it really highlights the value of having a vet who's truly connected to the Green Bay community.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, another thing that impressed me was how Green Bay vets are staying ahead of the curve when it comes to identifying new issues.
Oh, like what?
Well, for example, they've noticed a rise in a certain type of paw injury caused by those sharp ice shards that form on sidewalks in the winter.
Oh, yeah, those things are brutal. I've slipped on them myself a few times.
Well, imagine what it's like for a dog walking on them.
Ouch.
So they're recommending specific types of booties or paw balms to protect against that hazard.
That's great. They're really looking out for our furry friends.
And it just goes to show you how important it is to choose a vet who's not just qualified, but also deeply embedded in the Green Bay community.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So we've talked a lot about the unique challenges of pet care in Green Bay, but let's not forget about all the amazing resources we have here.
Oh, yeah. Green Bay is a fantastic place to be a pet owner.
Absolutely. We have tons of dog parks, walking trails, pet-friendly businesses.
Right. And don't forget about all the great pet stores and groomers we have.
It's a city that really embraces pets.
But as with any city, there are also things pet owners need to be aware of.
Like what?
Well, for example, there are certain areas of Green Bay where wildlife encounters are more common.
Oh, right. I've heard about that.
So it's important to know those areas and take precautions to protect your pet.
Yeah, like maybe keeping them on a leash in those areas.
Exactly. And that's where having a trusted Green Bay vet can be so valuable.
They can give you those local insights
Right.
and help you make the best decisions for your pet.
Exactly. So all in all, Green Bay pet owners are pretty lucky.
We really are. We have a great pet community and some amazing vets.
And with a little knowledge and preparation, we can ensure that our pets live long, happy, and healthy lives right here in Titletown.
You know, as we wrap up this deep dive into Green Bay pet care, I keep thinking about something.
What's that?
Well, we've talked about all these challenges.
Right, the winters, the ticks, all that.
Yeah. But what does it actually feel like for a pet to live here in Green Bay?
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like we need to think like a Green Bay pet.
Exactly. Put ourselves in their paws.
Yeah. Think about how they experience the world.
Right. Because a dog living near the bay probably has different needs than a dog living in a more wooded area.
Absolutely. Like that dog near the bay. They might be dealing with more icy sidewalks and those sharp ice shards we talked about.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Or they might run into more geese droppings.
Geese droppings? What's wrong with those?
They can actually be toxic to dogs.
Seriously?
Yeah, so you got to be careful.
Wow. I had no idea. See, this is what I mean about thinking like a Green Bay pet.
It's about those hyper-local details.
Exactly. And that's where having a Green Bay vet is so helpful.
Yeah, totally. They have that insider knowledge.
Right. They know what to watch out for.
So I guess the takeaway here is to be a responsible Green Bay pet owner.
I like that. It's not just about general pet care.
Nope. It's about understanding the specific needs of your pet in this environment.
Like choosing the right paw protection for winter walks. Or being extra vigilant about tick prevention.
Exactly. Those little things can make a big difference.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We talked about preventative care, early detection, emergency preparedness,
Finding a vet you trust.
and of course, thinking like a Green Bay pet.
It's been a great deep dive.
It really has. So to all our Green Bay pet lovers out there,
Yeah,
remember, you're not alone.
right.
There are amazing resources available to you.
And with a little knowledge and preparation.
You can make sure your furry friend
Or scaly friend or feathered friend.
lives a long, happy, and healthy life right here in Titletown.
Couldn't have said it better myself.